Salut! Alors, if you're watching this video, it's because you've got your assessment back and your French teacher has given you EBI11 the conditional tense. Now, this is a really fun tense. It's a fantastic tense that we're going to look at today, and it will lead you to creating some really nice, really creative French in your French work and in your French lives. So it is an absolute GCSE must know, the conditional tense. What we're going to do in this video is I'll teach you ways and techniques and things you can do all across the next module to make sure you don't see this again. And the main aim of this video is to explain and to go through how the conditional tense is formed and what you need to know, and give you a little test so that you've nailed this tense for next time and you can go home and practice and you're away. So all of that's coming up. First off, let's look at some long-term tactics to improve the conditional tense. Et voila, this is an easy EBI to sort out. It just requires a bit of practice. After today's video and after you've had a go yourself at the daily tests at home, you'll know this. But then further to that, next module, you need to keep on top of this to make sure you remember how to form the conditional tense. So this is what we want you to do. During the module, whenever we look at a new verb, why don't you think about how to put it into the conditional tense from what you've learned today, and then learn and practice as you go along. It will make you sharper. Then when you've got your revision homework before next module, there will be a conditional tense question in there. So when you're preparing, when you're doing that homework, really think about that conditional tense question. Really think about making sure that you nail the conditional tense and you get it right. You could even rewatch this video and then answer the question. You need to focus on this because this is your EBI, and if you get it right, you will get a higher mark. So those are the longer term strategies we'd encourage you to do. What we're going to do now is actually talk you through and do a mini lesson on the conditional tense. Et voilà mes petits. Right guys, before we start, these are the 4 key questions that you'll be able to answer at the end of this video. What I want you to do before we start learning is, and explaining, is go through, can you answer any of these questions already? It's fine if you can't answer any at all, because that's why we're here. If you can just answer 1 or 2, even better. We are revising through this today to see what you've got. So put me on pause, have a look at these questions, see if you can answer any. I'm going to go through the answers one by one with some slides to help me out. Pause me now, think about what you can do. When you're ready, restart the video and I'll get into question 1. Alors mes petits, question 1 then. What does the conditional tense mean? Because it's a tense and usually it's straightforward. The past tense means it's in the past, present means it's in the present, future means in the future. What is the conditional? Well, it's a sort of future tense, but there's a difference to it. The future tense means either what you're going to do, EBI7, or what you will do, EBI8. But the conditional tense is a future tense, but it's not certain. It's what you would do. And you would do it because there's conditions to it. For example, if Mr. Ennis won the lottery, he would come to school in a Ferrari. Yeah, it's what I would do. That is dependent on me winning the lottery. It's not what I will do, because I can't be certain I'm going to win the lottery, play it every week. It's what I would do if possible. So you need to remember the conditional tense means would. You use it for wishes, ambitions, something that might happen in the future, but there's conditions to it. Let me give you a clearer example. Claudia would like to pass her GCSE. Okay, so it won't be Claudia will pass her GCSE, because there's conditions to Claudia doing well at GCSE. There's a lot of them. For example, she would have to revise a lot to pass her GCSE. She would have to somehow increase her natural ability and become more intelligent than she is currently to pass her GCSE. She needs to work a lot harder in class. She's a bit lazy. And finally, she'd need a really, really easy exam paper, maybe some fault with Excel to get a pass at GCSE. So all of these 4 conditions mean this is why we say Claudia would like to pass it. It's what would happen if all these things come about, which isn't going to happen. So this is what you need to know. The conditional tense means what would happen. Okay guys, we've looked at question 1. We're saying what would happen in the future. Let's have a look at how to form it. Now, if you know your future tense, your EBI8, this is so straightforward because it's almost exactly the same. So let's talk about the stem for the conditional tense. What is a stem? Do you know this? The stem is the bit of the verb you take. So, this is nice in the future in the conditional. The stem of the verb is the infinitive. What's an infinitive? It's the full form of the verb and it ends in E-R-I-R-E. Do not cut off the E-R-I-R-E. You need them. You take the full form of the verb. There is one little exception. If it's an RE verb, you need to get rid of the E just because you can't have two vowels touching. And this is the stem for it. You take the infinitive, leave on the E-R-I-R-E. And then the word for would is tricky because if you opened a dictionary and you looked for it, it wouldn't be there. Why? Because the word for would is a verb ending. And what happens to verb endings? They change. So all of these words in pink here, these are the different words for would, and they're all dependent on the person doing the verb. So let me give you an opinion. Let me give you an example. First step, I take the infinitive. I don't cut off the E-R-I-R-E. I keep it on. So if I wanted to say I would leave, I'd say je, and then I take the infinitive, je quitterai, and then I put the ending on the end, et. So put it all together, I would leave would be je quitterai. And that AIS ending means I would leave. I would continue the same thing, je continuerai. I would finish, je finirai. Take the infinitive and whack the ending on the end. And the word for would is these pink words. And you know this, they change for the person doing it. So you need to know these endings in pink that mean would off by heart. You need to spend your time looking and learning them, which is what you're going to do at home for your daily tests. Make sure you know them off by heart so you know how to say would. Let me show you how it's done. Alright, all covered up, can't see them. It goes AIS, AIS, AIT, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT, AIENT. Voila! You need to know it that well. Let's put you to the test. Right, let's put you to the test. Alors maintenant mes petits, alors je vais dans les verbes. Ici, vous avez la première activité. 1, 2, 3, 4. Je vous ai donné une phrase en anglais au conditionnel. Par exemple, I would leave, we would continue, he would finish, etc. Et je vous ai donné les verbes ici. Voilà, et c'est dans le bon ordre. Donc, I would leave, utilisez le verbe quitter. We would continue. Attends, we would continue. Utilisez le verbe continuer. He would finish. Utilisez le verbe finir, etc. Et ici, c'est les fins. J'ai pris les fins. Il faut traduire I would leave en utilisant le bon verbe et il faut penser comment finir le verbe. Alors, vous avez 2 minutes. Put me on pause. See if you can translate these phrases. Think about all the things we've just discussed. When you think you've got the answers, restart me and we'll go through it. I don't mind you making a mistake on this because it's your EBI. Let's say 2 out of 4 half marks would be a good place to go for. Good luck, guys. Put me on pause. See what you can do. Alors mes petits, right guys, let's see how you've got on our irregular verbs. So I told you, you have to learn these endings. They're absolutely crucial. And let's see if you can put it all together. So I would leave, we take I, je, and then our verb quitter, keep the ER on, keep it in the infinitive. And then the ending for would for je is AIS, put it all together, je quitterai. Voila, I would leave. Excellent effort if you got that one. Same thing for continuer, but this time we're using we. So we is nous, the verb is continuer, and then my ending has changed. There's 4 letters missing. It should be I-O-N-S. So you need nous continuerions. Doesn't it sound weird, right? That extra I is an E sound. So after me, nous continuerions. And that means we would continue. You've got to pronounce it right, otherwise it will change its meaning. Numéro 3, he would finish. So it's the verb finir. This time it is he. So il finir, and then our pattern is slightly different for il, elle. Instead of AIS, it should be AIT. Il finirait is what you need. And then finally, she would wait. Attendre is our verb to wait. and this time it's she. It's an RE verb, so remember you got to get rid of that last E because you can't have two vowels touching, so it'll be elle attendrait with an AIT ending, and that is the conditional tense for regular verbs. Et voilà, right guys, so put me on pause, see what you can answer so far. We've done it in a slightly different order, so you should have a go at 1, 2 and 4. We're going to come back to number 3. Put me on pause, see if you can answer 1, 2 and 4. If you think you're good, keep watching and I'll go on to question 3. If you're not sure about 1, 2, 4, why don't you rewind the video, have a little watch of what we just talked about and then join us later. Alors mes petits, right guys, let's have a look at question 3 then, the irregulars. Now, if you've done EBA, you might think this looks really familiar because the future tense in French and the conditional tense are so similar that all the irregular stems are the same thing. So, the difference with the irregulars compared to normal verbs, the good news is the endings exactly the same. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT, that doesn't change. What does change is what we call the stem. We've used this word loads today. The stem is the bit of the verb you use for our different tense. For these verbs, the stem needs to change. Don't take the infinitive and add the ending. What you need to do is change this stem, and this is how you change, and there's no easy way to learn it. There's no song, there's no rhyme. You just need to know all of these stems. You need to learn them off by heart. There's a few ways that will help you, like if you do Spanish, aller changes to ir, which is our Spanish verb to go, and être changes to ser, which is our Spanish verb to be, but you just need to learn all these off by heart. I know it sounds tough, that's what you got to do. So it's the same as last time. Here's your irregular stems. The endings are identical, so have a go at these irregular verbs. Here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 phrases, pardon, 4 verbes en anglais. Il faut traduire. I would go, we would have, he would be, she would see. Il faut traduire les 4 phrases ici en français pour moi, s'il vous plaît. Je vous aide pour le premier. Donc, I would go commence avec je, et plutôt c'est J avec un apostrophe parce que c'est deux voyelles. Et donc, je et aller changes to ir, and then my ending is AIS. So the first one is j'irai. I would go. Have a little go at 2, 3 and 4 and see what you've got. Put the video on pause. Have a go at it and then restart the video and you think you're ready. Hello mes petits, if you're listening to me now then, you're ready for our answers for our irregular verbs. Let's see how well you've got on. So, we would have, we is nu, our stem, avoir changes to or for the future, and then our ending, can you remember it? IONS. Put it all together. Nous aurions is what you should have. We would have. Alors, numéro 3. He would be. So, he is il. The verb to be is être, which changes to ser in the conditional in the future. And then what was our ending for would? A-I-T. Put it all together. Il serait. He would be. And then finally, she would see. Voir changes to ver. We need elle first. Elle, vers, and then it's the same ending for would. In L, it changes to A-I-T. Elle verrait. Voilà, elle verrait. Voilà. So, this is the irregular verbs in the conditional tense. Guys, an excellent effort today. This is the end of this video. Put me on pause, see if you can answer 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you can, you have almost mastered EBI11. Well done. If you're not sure of the answers to these questions, why don't you just rewind the video, watch again. You can watch 50 times, practice as much as you want and see what you can do. Your extra challenge for today, making a revision poster. This is so handy. You can watch this video, make a poster. You can put all the endings on that all mean would. You can put the irregular stems, make a poster if you're still stuck, stick it up somewhere in your room, and that'll be brilliant independence and brilliant learning. So you've listened to the theory. Next step, you've got some daily tests. The next slide will talk you through how to do a daily test. and how to complete it in your pink book. Well done for watching. Merci et à bientôt. Your next step is your daily test. So your French teacher will have set you this for your homework. You've got your daily test booklet. Do not write in the booklet. What I want you to do, step 1, is in your pink books, copy out this box, copy out all the questions, copy out all the answers, and then copy out the blank test next to it. Then you're going to revise all the answers here. So you're going to spend your time learning this, make sure you master it. Once you've got it, this is what I want you to do. Cover up the answers, make sure you can't see them, and then in the blank test that you've copied out, take out your red pen, see if you can answer all of these questions and see if you can fill in any boxes. Then once you've done that, uncover this and look at what you've done and mark up your work. What have you got right? What have you got wrong? And then have a look. This is the ideal bit. Rinse and repeat. Go back to the start, revise the answers again, and then test yourself again, and then revise again, and then test again, and then mark again, and repeat until you've absolutely cracked it. And then if you've cracked it, say you started Monday and by Tuesday you know it off by heart, great. I bet you by Friday you will have forgotten it again. It's called a daily test because we want you to do it once every day, and the best students do this. Test yourself every day. If you can do it for 5 consecutive days in a row and get 100%, you've cracked it, you've got it, you've done it. So that is your homework for next time. Your extra challenge, guys, is to make a revision poster on this. So why don't you watch the video again, pause it, make a poster, make it look amazing, stick it up in your room or show it to your French teacher, show to make sure you've mastered this. This is EBI7. It is so important. Hopefully now you're happy and you can crack it. Thank you for watching. À bientôt. Au revoir.